Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
To the WNBA. Annie Costabile came with the biggest plot twist of the day in the league. The $325 million offer made by a group led by Steve Palukia was accepted by the Mohegan Tribe and presented to Cathy Englebert in July. It was never presented to the WNBA Board of Governors. Everything was supposed to go to the WNBA Board of Governors, but it didn't. It just went to the commissioner, who reportedly beforehand, before I even read this story, had some issues with the team just moving to Boston. She had issues with it because she wanted Boston to wait in line and become an expansion franchise as opposed to just moving with the team that was already existing. So we'll see what happens. The league is based off of ability anymore, not popularity. Exactly. The Sun are going to Boston. We'll see what happens. If Cathy Englebert's player hating and she didn't do the right way of order of going through the Board of Governors and everything like that, instead of just taking all the power in her hand and be like, no, we ain't doing that. Multiple sources tell Front Office Sports that the $325 million offer was made by a group of Steve Palukia, was accepted by the Mohegan Tribe and presented to Cathy Englebert in July. This is by Annie Costabile of Front Office Sports. Over 2 decades after Mohegan Tribe bought the WNBA, the Connecticut is actively pursuing the sale, but the league appears to be intervening in the process. So she's player hating. There it is. Player hating, confirming Cathy Englebert. She don't want the game to be great. She wants to control. You ever work with somebody who just wanted control? It's smarter to move the Sun to the Boston. Last year proved that. Yeah. Just move them. You move them to get there earlier. You don't have to worry about all the expansion details and this and that. Here we go. The record $325 million offer for the Sun was made by the Boston Group, led by Celtics minority owner Steve Palukia, was already agreed by the tribe in early July. Multiple sources familiar with the deal told Front Office Sports the offer, which included a future $110 million investment into the practice facility, which subsequently presented to WNBA Commissioner Cathy Englebert, was never brought to the league's Board of Governors. The exclusivity period expired nearly a month, opening the door back up to other instances. Oh, she's hating. She didn't even tell them. So then the month-long period expired. And it opened the door back up for other interested groups. She doesn't want them to move to Boston, included one by former Milwaukee Bucks owner Mark Larcy. Sources said the Larcy Group, which is pursuing to keep the team in Connecticut, is considered to be an active competition for Palukia's bid at this stage. The WNBA has the power to force a sale to a Connecticut-based buyer. Wow. In which case, the Mohegan Tribe would cooperate, according to the Boston Globe. The WNBA did not respond to an email from Front Office Sports asking why the league would force the team to stay in Connecticut. Ooh, the heat is hot. Ahead of the Suns game against the Liberty on Sunday, team president Jim Rosati spoke to the media at a press conference on the status of the team's potential sale. I can't really comment on what the league may or may not want for the Sun, Rosati said. I will reiterate that they've been thoughtful about what they wanted the league to go and having ownership groups that are invested at the right level. I can't imagine that there's an investment group at the right level in a great city. Why would you not consider that a viable option? The tribe paid, she said, I can't comment on it, but I agree with it. I want to move to Boston myself. Why don't we just do it? The tribe paid $10 million to purchase the Orlando Miracle. They subsequently relocated the team 1,200 miles north at Uncasville, Connecticut in 2003, marking the beginning of professional basketball in the state. Both the sale and relocation were subject to the approval by the WNBA Board of Governors. Petty for Annie to write that in this story, as is the case now with the Palukia-led group. The WNBA released a statement following the reports of Pag's group had bought the Sun, which emphasized Boston was not one of 12 cities to bid for an expansion team in the most recent process. Cleveland, Detroit, Philadelphia were granted expansion teams for a fee of a $250 million apiece. The other 9 teams the league said remain under consideration based on the extensive work they did as a part of the expansion process and currently have priority over Boston. She said, wait in line. You wait your turn. Multiple front office sports sources criticized the WNBA's statements because it appears to suggest the league might force the Sun to sell to a buyer of the league's choosing. During the press conference announcing Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia as the WNBA's next 3 expansion cities, Englebert made the point to call out Houston directly. Houston would be up next for sure, Englebert said in June in response to a question about the timeline for evaluating bids. There might be some opportunities there. Bring back the comments 100%. Based on the prior operational standards as they pertain to expansion and the sale of individual franchises, the league statement, which conflates the 2 processes, is confounding. While the league has control over expansion, individual owners and ownership groups have always had control over sale of their franchises, aside from the subject of approval to the Board of Governors. Quote unquote, I can't speak where the team is going to go, Rosati said on Sunday, but if Boston was an option, it's hard to argue that they're not a city that's viable for a WNBA franchise. The league office did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the front office sports. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's smarter that they moved to Boston last year. Prove that. Yep. Cathy needs to be fired regardless. Yeah, she's power tripping, dog. She's, according to this, allegedly, according to this, she's reportedly power tripping. Next up.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.